media day, and then of course fall practice starts, and then we kind of get into the whole thick of things. Of course, Miami plays earlier than most other teams, given that they start officially in week 0. So last week we obviously had Paradise Camp, and it was of course a huge success, as it is every week. Miami had, I believe, 3 commitments on the day, including you had Daslin Worsham, the Alabama wide receiver, who has not officially flipped his commitment, but has decommitted from Alabama, and it seems more and more likely that Miami is the next step for him. He obviously has the link with Dan Enos, when Dan Enos was the quarterback coach at Alabama and the suspected offensive coordinator before he went to Miami. Would be a huge get for Miami. They need a guy like that who they can really rely on in this wide receiving class. They don't really have many. They have a few guys on the roster right now, but as these guys get older, you want to have more guys come in. Probably going to end up taking him in this cycle. They did lose on Keyshawn Lawrence, the Corn Elder's cousin. He's recently committed to Tennessee. They did have him for an official visit as well. Other than that, it was obviously Darnell Washington who stole the show, the 6'7", 5-star tight end. Looked like a monster out there in camp, as you would expect. Don Chaney looked terrific from what I've heard. And a few of the 2020 guys looked good as well. Hopefully Miami can get a few more commitments before or after the dead period ends. And then as you kind of get into the season and really start it off, then hopefully you get these guys to truly commit and you can start building that class a little more. Currently, though, the class is looking good. We'll see how it ends, though.
Darnell Washington, 5-star, 247 Sports. Whether he is a likely commit to Miami.
If I'm being completely honest, no. I don't see how he commits to Miami over teams like Alabama and Auburn, who seem to be pushing him a lot harder, or Georgia, who seem to be pushing him a lot harder than Miami. It was good to see him get into Paradise Camp, so at least you had gotten him on campus and have been able to put him on campus, but he was insane during Paradise Camp. He's 6'7". He's built like a basketball player. He's got all the tools you want out of a player. He's going to probably be a first-round draft pick after his college career is done. I mean, I hate to predict it, but very few players have the talent he does. He'll make an impact at any Power 5 team, but I don't see how Miami is going to really be able to bring him on as a 2020 commit.